height h, we are projecting an body in horizontal direction. With what velocity? U velocity. Is there any angle with the horizontal? There is no angle with the horizontal. So that what body will do? Nothing but it will again do the projectile motion only. Half projectile will come. So whenever it is following again parabolic path, we are projecting from what height? H height, and then it is reaching the ground at a point. The distance is how much? Nothing but r is the distance. Now horizontal distance is how much? R, and vertical distance is how much? H. Now after time t, from the point of projection, after time t, this is at time t is equals to 0, after time t, now we are measuring about the velocity. So what the velocity can be? The velocity is v. Velocity is v. Horizontal velocity is how much? Vx, and then vertical velocity is how much? Vy. And the angle here is anything, you can take either theta or alpha, anything you can take. Now clearly I said yesterday itself, that is ux is equals to what? U, uy is equals to how much? 0. There is no velocity in vertical direction. I am talking about the initial velocity. Initially the velocity is there only in which direction? Horizontal direction. There is no velocity in vertical direction, so that uy is equals to how much? 0. Ux is equals to how much? U only. Now here at this time I am taking the horizontal distance. How much horizontal distance it is travelling? Nothing but x distance. What is the vertical distance from the top of the tower? That is sy is equals to y distance. From the top of the tower only you have to measure. So here this is sx is equals to x, and then sy is equals to y. Now clearly what I can write? Sx is equals to x, and then sy is equals to y, and then after that ax is equals to how much? Again the body is moving under what? Gravity only, gravitational force only. So gravity will act in which direction? Downward direction. So along the x-axis there is no acceleration. So that if ax is 0 means what happens? Vx will be how much? Vx is constant always. So Vx is equals to constant. How much that is? Horizontal velocity is always how much? U only. So that is U. And then ay is equals to what? Plus g. I am sorry. Ay is plus g. Why? Because we are projecting in horizontal direction. Downward direction only it is coming. Whenever we are projecting in upward direction, then ay will be what? Minus g. So we are projecting some body from the top of a tower, so that with what velocity? U velocity in horizontal direction. Then what happening? That is reaching the ground at what distance? R distance. Height of the tower is how much? H is the height of the tower. Sir, listen here. H is the height of the tower. After time t, the body is there here. What is the velocity of that body? V is the velocity. So horizontal, if I take into the component, horizontal component is what? Vx, and vertical component is what? Vy. Then horizontal distance will be after time t. See, this distance is not equal to this distance. You are understanding, right? So this is what total time it is covered. Here I am in between only I am measuring that. So this horizontal distance is how much? X, and then this only vertical distance is how much? Y is the vertical distance. Now here if you see that all the components, u is there along which axis? X axis only. So that is ux is equals to u, and then uy is equals to how much? 0. Vertically there is no velocity. Why? Because I am projecting only along which direction? X direction. So ux is equals to u, uy is equals to 0. Then sx is equals to how much displacement? I said x, and then sy is equals to how much? Y, and ax is equals to 0, because the body is again moving under the gravity only. I am just giving the initial velocity, I am not applying any other forces. So that what happening? Body is moving under the gravity. Gravity will be there along only y axis. So ax is equals to how much? 0. Then vx is equals to how much? If ax is 0, nothing but velocity is constant. That constant velocity is how much? Initially u means finally also what? U only. Then that is u. Ay is equals to what? Plus g. These are the main components. And also very shortcut method for this is, you can divide the motion into 2 dimensions. Already we said in the parabola only. So projectile motion only. To divide it into 2 motion. One is along x axis, another is along y axis. Here this one also you can divide it into 2 motions. One is along the horizontal direction, another is along the vertical direction. Now vertical direction motion is which motion? Tell me that. Think properly. I am saying that here I am projecting some body that I am dividing into two directions. One is horizontal direction, another is vertical direction. So horizontal, you leave about the horizontal. Why? Because velocity is constant throughout the motion. What about the vertical direction? Which type of motion that is? Yes, very good. That is freely falling. Why? Because initial velocity along the y-axis is how much? Uy is equals to how much? 0. If initial velocity is 0 means the body is freely falling body only. So in that way you can do the problems. Otherwise whatever yesterday I said, no, in the same way also you can do the problems. And also we have proved that the path of the projectile is again which shape? That is parabolic shape only. And we got only the second term. What is that is how much? Y is equals to bx square only we got. What is the b value we got? G by 2u square into x square. So that we got the parabola. Y is directly proportional to x square, nothing but the path will be parabolic path. And after that we have seen the time taken to travel. What is the time taken to travel from here to here? Obviously it is downward motion, no? Downward motion nothing but time of ascent or time of descent? Time of descent. So that time of descent TD means what you have to take? You have to take the formula of S is equals to ut plus half at square. So Sy is equals to uyt plus half ayt square, and then Sy is equals how much distance it is travelling? H totally. Don't tell that is y only. Y only for what time? T time only. I am talking about total time of descent. Totally it is travelling nothing but how much distance it is travelling? H distance. H is equals to uy is equals to how much? 0 half gt square, gtd square. Then td is equals to what we will get the formula as? Under root 2h by g. And also another formula I said in terms of velocity. T is equals to 2u by g. I said this, no? In terms of h is td is equals to under root 2h by g. Another formula in terms of u is t is equals to 2u by g. And also after that we have seen the range formula. Range is equals to, what is the formula of range? Which range means which direction? Horizontal direction. So horizontal displacement is Sx is equals to uxt plus half axt square. So ax becomes how much? 0, and Sx is equals to what? Range only. For the total motion range only, no horizontal distance. So r is equals to ux means what? U cos theta, not u cos theta. Ux means u only. Uy is 0, ux is u only. Into time of descent you have to take. Why? Because this is covering the total motion here. So r is equals to u into, what is the time of descent for us? Under root 2h by g. This is what the range formula yesterday we got. One is the time of descent, another is the range. And after that we have seen some important model problems. One is 2 tower problem. 2 tower problem means, for example, if I have a tower of height h1 and then another tower of height h2, I want to throw some object from this tower to this tower. So that what happens? It will travel like this. So whenever you want to find out the velocity of that, otherwise you want to find out the time of descent from top of one tower to another tower. So what you have to do? Same level what you have to consider as? Ground only again. This is getting cancelled. There is no use of that only. At least the body is not moving here, no? Then why you take that heights and all? So now you take this as the ground. And this height will be how much? h1 minus h2. Very good. h1 minus h2. At that time the body is again a horizontal projectile from the height how much? h1 minus h2. You forget about that is 2 tower body, 2 tower problem. You just cancel the heights first of all. This kind of model is very important. Some problems they will tell that a bullet is piercing towards the 2 screens. One screen at some height, another screen. For example, if I take the 2 screens like this, if I fire a bullet from this, then what happens? This will go and then fall like this, no? So at this one, what is the height h1 height and then here height h2 means, then they will ask the distance between the screens. Otherwise, time taken to travel from this point, this first screen to second screen. This kind of problems you will get. While practicing problems, you can get to know that. So the same kind of problem again. So here effective height is how much now? h1 minus h2. Again this is like a horizontal projectile only. What is the time formula? Time is equals to, time of descent is equals to under root 2h by g. Under root 2, height is how much now? h1 minus h2. They will just ask the time only. They will not give any velocity. They will not give any initial velocity. They will give only heights of the towers. Otherwise heights of the holes they will give, anything that might be. So only heights they will give, they will ask the time. Is there any need of the velocity here? There is no need. Why? Because t is equals to, what is the formula? Under root 2 h1 h2 by g. T is independent of velocity here. If they give or not given also, there is no problem in that. And after that, sometimes they will ask the distance between the screens. Otherwise distance between the towers. What you have to find out? Distance between the towers, nothing but range only. See, this distance and then this distance both are same. That is how much? R. R is equals to, what is the formula? U into time of descent. U into, what will get? Under root 2 h1 minus h2 by g. That is the distance between the screens, otherwise distance between the towers. That is also one of the application. Another application we have seen yesterday itself, that is steps problems. If I have n number of steps, and then you have to find out the velocity, otherwise number of steps. For that purpose, here a body is just rolling from here and then falling on the nth step. Rolling from the top of a staircase and then falling on the nth step. Then it is rolling with a velocity, horizontal velocity, how much? Nothing but that is u. Then you have to find out the n value. What you can do there? You can find out the range and then you can find out the height. Total height is equals to what? Sy is equals to what I can write? Uyt plus half ayt square. Uy is what? 0. Sy is equals, height of the each step is h and the width of the each step is b. Okay. Total vertical height is how much? N number of steps are there, no? N number of steps are there, nothing but nh. Total this will be h plus h plus h plus like that, n times of h. So that nh is equals to half gt square. Yes. So here a velocity is there in horizontal direction. So how much total height is? Total height of the staircase is nh, h plus h plus h like that, nh. So nh is equals to half gt square. Again, if you see the horizontal distance, sx is equals to uxt plus half axt square. Then sx is equals to what? N times of b. Width of the each stair is how much? B only, no? How many number of are there? N are there. So that n times of b is equals to this 1b, 2b, 3b, 4b like that, n times of b, total horizontal distance. Nb is equals to ux is what? Ut plus half ax is how much? 0. So here nb is equals to ut we got. Then I want to remove the t. Anything you can cancel, but you have to find out the n value. For that purpose, I will write t is equals to what we will get here? Nb by u. Substitute in this equation. That is what? nh is equals to half g into, in the place of t what I can write? Nb by u whole square. Okay. Then after that, nh is equals to half g n square b square by u square. Then what will get cancelled here? N gets cancelled. Then anything else? That's it, no? Then n is equals to, number of steps is equals to what I can write? hu square, 2hu square by gb square. Yesterday I have given how many steps problem? 5 steps. So if you instead of doing this much of problem we have done, no, yesterday. So instead of doing that much problem, if you remember this final formula easily you can do that. Okay, within 10 seconds you can do the problem. You understand this one? Yes. So here I have taken a staircase is there. On the top of the staircase, a ball is rolling off from the top of the staircase. It is rolling off nothing but it is not hitting each and every step. Directly it is starting, nothing but staircase is there like this with more angle. So directly it is starting from the top of the staircase and then hitting the nth step. So what is the n value they are asking? For that purpose, we will first of all draw the staircase here. Each stair is having how much height? H height, and then how much width? B width. Now you have to take the kinematical equations. Sy is equals to uyt plus half ayt square. Total height of the staircase is what? Total height of the staircase is h plus h, like that, n times of h. You just consider this is a tower only, total tower only. Okay. Now this is having n times of h, so that total displacement in the vertical direction is nh is equals to uy is equals to how much? 0, obviously. Why? Because only horizontal velocity is there, and then ay is g. Then again sx is equals to uxt plus half axt square. Sx nothing but what? Total range. Total range nothing but width of the each stair. So what is that? Width will be how much? B. All the stairs, how much width they will have? NB. So that NB is equals to ux means how much? U only, u into t. Then t is equals to NB by u. This t value you substitute in this equation. Then from that what you can find out? You have to find out the n value. Nothing but how many number of steps are there, that you have to find out. So n is equals to 2hu square by gb square. Understand it clearly? Yes, copy that. Write that as application. If a ball yes, you have to. If a ball rolls off from the top of a staircase, if a ball rolls off from the top of a staircase with velocity u, and height of each step is h, comma, width of each step is b. Width of each step is b. If the ball hits directly nth step, then find the value of n. Copy the total derivation. ఎంత లైటింగ్ పడుతుంది, రిఫ్లెక్షన్ అదా, అది కాదన్నమాట, అది అనుకుంటా. డోర్ క్లోజ్, డోర్ కాదు అమ్మాయి. If a ball is projected horizontally from the top of one tower to another tower, or a bullet is crossing two screens at different heights, H1 and H2, two screens at different heights, H1 and H2, then find the time taken time taken to move from one tower to top of the other tower. And also find distance between the towers or screens. Distance between the towers or screens. So here two different heights, screen, it might be screens also. Bullet is entering from one screen to another screen, so it will lose some velocity obviously whenever it is entering into the screen. Don't take it as a screen, you just take it as a wooden plank like that. So whenever it is traveling from one wooden plank, it will lose some velocity, right? So that what happens, it will go downward direction like that to the other screen. So here what is the height between them? Height difference between them is how much? Nothing but h1 minus h2. Time taken to travel from here to here, time taken formula is obviously how much? Under root 2h by g. What is the effective height here? h1 minus h2. And also distance between the towers is nothing but what? Range. So r is equals to what is the formula? U into time of descent. U into time of descent is how much we got? Under root 2h1 minus h2 by g. Copy that. Next, write a problem. An aeroplane flies horizontally. An aeroplane flies horizontally with a velocity u, full stop. If a bomb is dropped by the pilot when the plane is at height h, then in that first question, what is the path of the bomb? What is the path of the bomb as seen by the pilot? Next question, what is the path of the bomb as seen by an observer standing on the ground. Next question in that, and find the distance on the ground where the bomb will fall from the point of dropping. Is this aeroplane or a fish? How to draw that, I don't know. Okay, now it is shark, I think. Yeah, whatever. How to draw that? How to draw that back wings? Nothing will be there, no, for an aeroplane back side. So wheels gone, no, inside, no, already, yes. So it might be anything. You just assume that shark is only throwing the bomb on the ground. It is flying in the air, by the way. So here what happening? Flight is nothing but aeroplane is going horizontally. So whenever it is at a height of h, whenever the flight is at height of h, you should have logic for this question. First of all, you should think logically everything. So whenever the aeroplane pilot is dropping a bomb here, he is dropping a bomb. So it will reach the ground. Obviously it will reach the ground. Everybody know that it will reach the ground. What is the first question I asked? First question I asked is, what is the path of the bomb as seen by whom? As seen by the pilot. This is the first case. Okay. Next, what is the path of the bomb as seen by the person on the ground? And then next one is, what is the distance where it will fall from the point of dropping? Range. That's it. So whenever the pilot is moving, pilot is already moving in this direction. Whenever pilot is looking at the bomb, how he will look? First of all, think properly and then tell. What he will think whenever he is dropping, then what he will think? He is also going. Yes. And the this whatever the velocity is there with the this one aeroplane, the same velocity will be there for the bomb also before dropping. So that this is also moving with u only. Both are moving with the same horizontal velocity. So that as per your knowledge, what bomb will do? Bomb will follow this kind of path. It will follow that kind of path, otherwise straightly it will fall the same place. Parabolic path only it will fall. They will calculate. For example, they want to throw one bomb at 1 kilometer away from the point of the plane where it is flying. At that time, they will calculate everything. What is the aeroplane speed should be, first of all. Whenever it is moving with that much speed, where it will reach at the end of the day. So that and all they will calculate, and then they will maintain the speed of the aeroplane. They will not throwing, they are not throwing, they are just dropping only. Just dropping. So whenever they are dropping, before I said one balloon problem for you. Balloon and then stone problem. Whenever you see the balloon is going in upward direction, what it will do? It will carry the stone in upward direction. Whenever a stone is released, then what happens? Stone will come directly downwards, otherwise it will go upwards and then come downwards. Upwards and then downwards. The same thing will happen here also. Whatever the velocity is there for the aeroplane, the same velocity will be there for the ball also, whatever the bomb also. So whenever the bomb is dropped, that will not come directly in downward direction. For example, the aeroplane is there in rest and then it is dropping. Then what happens? It will come directly downward direction. Why? Because even in our case also, whenever we are dropping something here, for example, I am standing here and then I am dropping, then what happens? Directly it will fall downwards. I will see it as a downward and then you will see also it as a downward only. For example, I am just traveling in a bus. I want to throw some whatever the water bottle outside, empty water bottle. So that what we will do generally, we will throw, otherwise we will just leave. We will just leave. Then what happens? Nothing but that water bottle will follow the parabolic path. It will not fall directly on downward direction. You understanding, right? So it will follow the parabolic path compulsory. So whatever the body is there in motion, and then some object is just dropped from that motion body, then what happens? Nothing but it will follow the parabolic path. So here aeroplane is moving with what velocity? U velocity. Bomb is drop on nothing but here u is equals to how much? 0. But which velocity is there already? Horizontal velocity is there. Vertical velocity is 0, horizontal velocity is there. Again, which motion this is? Horizontal projectile only, no? In horizontal projectile also, what we will take? Ux is equals to u, but uy is equals to how much? 0. Uy is 0, nothing but body is falling freely in vertical direction. But it is a horizontal projectile in the horizontal direction. Now, how the pilot will see the vertically straight line? Nothing but what the pilot will do? Meanwhile, he is moving already. He is moving with what velocity? U velocity. The ball also moving horizontally with what velocity? U velocity. For example, after 1 second the ball is here. Then pilot also what? On the same position. Why? Because both are having same velocity. For example, I am and then another person is moving. Then we are having same velocity, nothing but wherever I go, if I see him, nothing but he will only be there. Why? Because he is also moving with the same velocity as me. Correct? So that this pilot is moving with the same velocity, ball also moving, bomb also moving with the same horizontal velocity. Whenever he is looking at down, again he will find the bomb. Then again he is moving little forward. Then what happens? Bomb will cover this much of distance, again bomb will come here. Again he will see downwards, then again bomb is there. Again whenever the pilot is there here, then he will see the bomb here. Again whenever he is looking at down, again bomb is there. So what he will think? The bomb is going in straight line. It is not happening in reality generally. It is moving exactly along the x-axis as well as y-axis. But at the x-axis what happening? Nothing but the person also moving, pilot also moving. Whenever he see down, then he is finding the bomb. Then what he will think? Okay, bomb is going in straight line direction downwards. Now at the ground I am at the rest. This one you can relate, everybody can relate this one. Whenever we are standing on the ground and then another bus is going, from the window of the bus something is dropped. Then what happens? It will follow which path? Parabolic path. Everybody we might be experienced this one. Second one is easy only. Next third question what they are asking? At what distance it will fall on the ground. So what is that? That is nothing but range only. So range is equals to u into t, u into time of descent. So u nothing but velocity of the plane and then td nothing but time of descent. What is the time of descent formula? Under root 2h by g. This is the range or distance it fallen. Understand it clearly? Yes. First second question you clear? For the pilot which path that will be? Straight line in downward direction. For the person on the ground it will be parabolic path and also it is like a horizontal projectile. Third case you have to simply find out the range. Right, the first two answers. First answer first of all. As the velocity of plane and bomb are same in horizontal direction, both will make equal horizontal displacements, in equal intervals of time, comma, as the pilot sees always bomb will be exactly on the line of plane, so that it appears as it is moving in a straight line, with respect to the pilot. That is relative motion, otherwise direct motion. Relative motion. The pilot is observing, bomb is the object. So that what I said, in horizontal direction is there any acceleration? In horizontal direction? Ax is equals to how much? 0. So velocity is what? Constant. Constant nothing but, can I say that is uniform velocity? Uniform means what? Constant only, no? What is the uniform velocity means? It will travel equal distances in equal time intervals. So both are having the same horizontal velocity, there is no change in the velocity. So that what happens, both will travel equal horizontal displacements in equal time. Whenever the pilot sees, always he will find that bomb is there in down. So that what he will feel nothing but, he will feel nothing but that is a relative to the pilot. Which path? Straight line path. Okay. Next, second case. As per the observer on the ground, as per observer on the ground, as per the observer on the ground, the path of the bomb is parabola, parabola, in bracket horizontal projectile, horizontal projectile, that's it. Next, third answer, that one you copy the diagram also, but don't copy diagram like that. Yes, I got the idea, side wings should be there, no? Yes. Correct now? It should not appear, right? Correct. Yeah, now it is little bit looking like that only. Whatever, you only draw. ವ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಂತ ಒಂದು 5 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ one, write a problem. From the top of a tower, from the top of a tower, one stone is thrown towards east, with velocity u1. Another stone is thrown towards north with velocity u2. Then find the distance between the tower and striking point. Distance between the tower and striking point. If both reaches the ground, by taking the same time t, can you try that? Otherwise shall I do? Try that once. 2 stones are there, one is thrown towards the east, another is thrown towards north with u1, and then another is with u2 velocity. See that, I'll do that, see. So for example, Here I have thrown one stone with what velocity? u1 velocity towards the east direction. Another stone is thrown towards the north direction with u2 velocity. So what this u1 will do? It will follow the parabolic path and then it will fall. Where the u2 will fall? From the edge I am throwing that one. Go up and then come downwards and then it will fall exactly at the tower. You are able to assume, right? I am not throwing in between the tower. I am just coming to the edge and then throwing that one in upward direction. So that what happens? It is going and then coming in downward direction. This one is exactly following the horizontal projectile. But the twist is what they said, that both will take same time. Both are taking same time, nothing but you just take as a single velocity only. So here u1 horizontally, u2 is vertically, means the net velocity will be what? Net velocity will be under root u net is equals to what I can write, under root u1 square plus u2 square. So I got the total velocity. Time is same or different time? Same time. So what is the distance between them? D is equals to, what I can write, D is equals to the velocity into time only. So T into velocity is how much? Under root u1 square plus u2 square. That's it. Very simple. Okay. So they have given about two bodies. One is exactly reaching the foot of the tower only. Another is going forward. So the distance between the stones you have to find out. Otherwise distance between the one of the stone and then tower you have to find out. For that purpose, you have the two velocities. You have to do two cases. One is a horizontal projectile, another is vertically upwards body. For the vertically upwards body, anybody can tell me that? What is the time formula, shortcut formula I said? U plus or minus under root u square minus 2gh by g, I think. G. This is the formula whenever we are throwing some body into upward direction. So that is how much? T. And then this one is the projectile motion you have to take. Instead of doing that, I will find out the net velocity. Why? Because both are taking the same time. If both are taking different times, there is no choice. One you have to do motion under gravity only, another is projectile motion only. But they will never give like that. Both are taking the same time. Same time, I know the net velocity. How much net velocity is? U net is equals to under root u1 square plus u2 square. Why? Because u1 is there along which axis? X axis. So that u bar is equals to what I can write? U bar is equals to ux I cap plus uy j cap. Ux means what? u1 I cap. Uy means what? u2 j cap. But they are perpendicular to each other obviously. So net velocity is what? Under root u1 square plus u2 square. Then distance between the stones after reaching the ground is d is equals to, what is the distance formula? Velocity into time only. Net velocity is how much? Under root u1 square plus u2 square. Time is what? Same time, t time. So that is the answer. That's it. Copy that. What I said? Distance between the
tower and striking point
of both.
If both reaches the ground by the taking same time t, then that's it. Distance between the tower and striking, it's okay. Same only.